From the grips of circadian rhythm, guys, I blew it. I blowed it. I blown it. I lost whatever semblance of my sweet, sweet sleep schedule I had. Did I ever? I woke up at about the crack of 1:30 p.m. today. Yeah, it's not good, okay? And the worst part is, man, I had it, dude. I had this thing under control. I had the ball. I was on the ball. The ball was in my court. Quite honestly, I feel like I owned the court. I had it all together, up 3-1, up 3-0. And I made it worse by trying to get it even sharper, okay? To feel even more responsible, even more on top. Tried to sharpen this sword, and then I ended up snapping it, guys. I was taking melatonin and trazodone, just trying to, freaking refine. Guys, look how sweet and adult I'm about to be. And then I get recommended this sweet new melatonin magnesium elderberry concoction, right? And a little bit's my fault. I could have done more research because I can't even tell you exactly what was on the bottle. But everyone's telling me, oh my gosh, this knocks me right out. It's perfect. You sleep like a baby. No nightmares, no grogginess. Here's the reviews. Here's the testimonials. Call up anybody you want. It's magic. And because I'm on this quest for greatness, I go, sign me up. Take it. No thoughts. Down and right back. I slept for about 14 hours, okay? And like a baby, but like a terrified baby in a poop storm, all right? I woke up like every hour freaking out with nightmares, okay? And horrific ones too, of like my family being slaughtered, my pets being slaughtered. I don't even have pets. Visions of my clothes falling into the toilet after I'd used it. And that actually happened, which is the worst part. So I don't know if it counts as a nightmare because it wasn't necessarily prophetic, but I had to wake up and go, and then, because I had to remember that. And then also that I got to do laundry. I wish I would have flushed faster. But then I finally finished this nightmarish slumber, this hell, this torment, and then I was groggy for like an additional 6 hours. It took me forever to come to. I've been up for about 18 hours, and I'm still coming to, man. So I don't know. I don't know what this is. This was a lie. It was a ploy, okay? By the others, by the people that have their game. They're trying to keep stupid idiots like me from rising to see the sun rise. Oh, I regret it. I regret it so much. It hurts, dude. It's just It's just trage. And by that I mean both tragic and a tragedy. It's a tragicity, okay? And it's a problem. And I'm here to say that whoever's on this, don't. Or do. You know what? Don't let me recommend anything. But if you're an idiot like me, guys, just don't take supplements from strangers or even family members or from anybody, okay? And that's really the only drug I do, okay? The hardest drugs I do is elderberry or something. Again, I don't really know. There could be something crazy in there, but I'm the fool. I'm the fool. Boy, those shirts stink. Gotta be a bit of a shorter episode, guys. This thing has to get recorded and edited in about 45 minutes. So let's ride. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Full Circus. My name is Tristan, Sartorius, and I'm happy to be here with you guys again today, tonight, whenever it is. Let me just address the elephant in the room. Yes, I finally shaved, okay? And some people applaud and some people cry and weep because, sure, it looked beautiful. Sure, it looked amazing, okay? I get it. I understand it, all right? And I would like to have some facial hair more often, but I really only let it go for about 6 to 7 days, usually just after vacation out of laziness. And I know it looks, dude, oh my gosh, is it rugged and fantastic? I get it, okay? I see people, they're trying to wheel me into the Museum of Art. I understand, all right? But the problem is that one, I'm incredibly beautiful right now, so I don't want to waste my youth by covering it up. I'll grow it out later. But the truth is, man, I can't stand how itchy it gets. I don't know how people do it. It just tearing at my face, dude. Oh, it's a problem. Also, I have noticed that I'm getting like little blondes and red hairs in my beard when it's growing out. I'm sure they're always there, but I notice them when they're out, and I don't know how I feel about that, okay? Somewhere deep in my genes, I just got this crazy little Neapolitan ice cream beard. We got chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. It's a little interesting, okay? Because it's hard as a man to have any sort of red hair, right? If you're a woman, and this is a problem, we need to get on this. I mean, not necessarily me, because I don't suffer, because even the red that does shine through, they go, wow, he looks perfect. But people, if a guy has red hair, if there's a ginger, they go, oh, that's gross, stay away, you're different. But if a lady has red hair, they go, you're ethereal, you're unique, you're beauty, you're perfect, we've never seen anyone like you. And the guy just gets called a stupid, ugly leprechaun. And it's not fair. It's not fair. Justice for the gingers, okay? J4Gs. And it sucks. So I wish I could contribute to that bravery, but the truth is just seeing even just a little bit of red, I go, shave it off, shave it off. So it works for me right now. I don't know if I'm necessarily recommending you guys shave full head, but you know what? I just want to put that out there so that maybe we should have a little bit more respect, a little bit more kindness to the G's of the world. But that being said, I do notice the lack of respect I get in my life. Man, it's crazy how fast you go from sirs and misters and direct eye contact, and I'll get right on that. Is this what you want? No problem. Right? To, hey, little man. Hi, you're a sweet young boy. What would you like with that? Are your parents nearby? Do you want a menu? Do you want some crayons? And it's my fault, really, because one, I'm so well hydrated because, of course, my skin has the elasticity of a freaking middle schooler. But it's my personality, really, more than anything. I'm very well aware that I portray myself like a little kid when I go out. So, if I look such, it's just the sudden drop in respect, And I guess I lose a little bit of it when I open my mouth, when I have some facial hair. They go, how you doing, sir? What can I get? I go, hey, guys, how you doing? They go, oh, okay. Would you like a yo-yo? So it's nice. It's nice. But even like just going out to eat and they go, oh my gosh, hi little boy. What could we get for you? Did your parents give you money? Do you want chocolate milk with that? And I'm like, that's so, did you say chocolate milk? And that's my problem. I even got it just today at the Dollar Tree. And you know what? Everyone calls you young man, but it's just the way that they say young man. Okay. It was an elderly lady this time, but sometimes it's people my age. Sometimes it's people younger than me going, hi there, sweetie. Oh, hi, you're such a sweet young man. And I go, I mean, yeah, but, don't freaking, I'm so tough and manly. Just don't take that away from, okay, all right? I would grow it out, but there's not enough J4Gs yet for me to fully activate my facial hair. So it's a problem. But speaking of the Dollar Tree, real quick, a little tale from the dollar store. I was in the Dollar Tree, and I saw probably the fastest instant karma I've ever seen in my life, okay? I hop into the line. It's early in the morning. It's not really busy at all. There's maybe two people, and this old lady is in front of me with just a handful of items. She probably could have gotten something to hold around, but she looked a little annoyed that she was holding them. And it's taking just a normal amount of time, really. I think maybe someone was like, oh, wait, the card's not working, so now I got to pull out my cash. And she starts looking to me immediately. Like, this is not, I can't even stress to you how little of time has passed before she starts going, freaking, like trying to like get on my side. Like, isn't this ridiculous? Isn't this annoying? And I go, that's lines for you. I don't have a Disney fast pass to the dollar store. What are we supposed to do here? So then she sees that I'm not really, joining in her side. So she starts, big bad wolf, just huffing and puffing, It's not even a side, just it was pretty egregious. It was crazy. And I'm like, all right, I'm like backing up, COVID distancing, don't sneeze on me. Because I'm so young, so at least my immune system's perfect. But then she starts making a big scene. She's like, I just do not have time for this. This is great. And she starts yelling. Okay. It's like, I can't stand in line for this long. Like, what's the matter with you? Get more people on the aisles. I can't be in here. And so she makes a big show of her items, like yelling at the cash register. And we're like, wait, what? Maybe she's operating on Speed Force time. Okay. She's the Flash. She's like, I've been here for 8 days. So she grabs all her things and she throws them into this bin right by the front. But as she did that, she was holding holding her keys as she threw that. She was trying to throw them to the bottom. Now you guys are going to have to get all this crap that I just picked and go put it all back. Grabs all, and she begins to walk out the door, and she realizes, my keys aren't in my hand. So, after this whole big show, okay, she's sitting there, she's got to lean over, and she's picking out every little thing, trying to get to the bottom, pulling out the toys, pulling out the little snacks and the cans, and she has to dig. She was trying to just storm out because she couldn't possibly wait the extra 90 seconds, 100 seconds even, to get to the actual counter, and she's there the whole time. I get so far, I've already checked out. I was behind her, and I'm kind of dilly-dallying because I just got to see the end of the story, and she's sitting there, and it's so embarrassing. It's so hardcore, but she was trying to make lives difficult, and immediately the Lord's like, "Wow! Karma! Bing! That's what you get." I don't know if the Lord necessarily works in ways like that, but he, it's mysterious, so who's to say? But the funniest part of the story is that the keys weren't even in the barrel. When she threw all that stuff down, the keys fell right behind it. So she empties the whole thing, and she's just, I'm so pissed, and she starts throwing and the keys are right there on the ground. Hard watch, but so freaking amusing, and everyone went, and they just covered their mouth. Sorry, lady, okay? You shouldn't have called me a silly little young man, okay? Because I'm a freaking tough guy, all right? I actually didn't see the keys. I don't know what I would have done if I saw them, to be honest with you, all right? Because I'm such a sucker for watching a show play out. I would like to believe maybe I would have put a stop to it. I don't know. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much what my situation has been like right now. Just going out to the store, collecting fodder, doing what I can just to see the world burn as it's burning around me. Man, I don't want my sleep schedule to go backwards, guys. I really don't want it to. It was so bad before. I kept trying to do that stupid around the clock freaking right, and that's just, it's so piss poor right now. But it was even worse because when I was like, I'm just gonna grab a quick little nap, okay, for about 2 hours, all right, and I would set it on my Alexa, and then she wouldn't go off. My Alexa was freaking busted, or maybe I was just sleeping through it. Who's to say? But I was trying to get a little momentum going. It just wasn't working, and I eventually, I think I had a problem with it, probably because I started setting up different lights for no reason. I was getting these just little, because I was up all night, I was exploring, and you get up to shenanigans. Some people get into mischief, they get into, some bad areas of life, but me, I'm like, I'm going to start getting a completely wireless home. So I was buying those stupid little color changing bulbs that you could change and being like, Alexa, turn on the back corner of the room, and phew. And I just thought it was so cool. I felt like Iron Man. I've just been turning on lights from different parts of the home without even doing anything. And when I do it, I tend to clap every time, just because, I don't know, I feel cool. I just feel like I'm in complete control of my domain, all right? So I just want to put that out there, that I have control over AI. When the inevitable robot overlords rise up, we're taking over, prepare for your doom, I'm going to be like, bang, bang, and I'll shut it all down, because they'll be like, overriding programming, because I had it on lock, guys. You guys aren't locking in like I am, all right? I am programming them and getting them ready for me to be the boss. And when I'm the boss, I'm going to have everybody call me tough and strong. So stupid. Yeah, but I can't go back to that freaking round the clock thing, man. It was just constantly, it was for a week, I was up for 30 plus hours multiple times. And your decision-making gets poor, man. It gets awful around there. That's probably what happened to that lady, all right? She just wasn't all the way there. I'm making excuses for her, but you know what? That's what happens when you're up so late. You're just not thinking. I noticed this for real. I was downtown in Cleveland helping a buddy do a little short film thing, and we had a prop gun out. Now, this isn't the wisest thing to do in downtown or any sort of public area ever, but we were in an alley, and we're going to hold out the prop gun and point it and say a couple lines and be done with it. Nobody's supposed to see it. And even then, you shouldn't have done it. You should have called the police department. You should have prefaced it. We're filming. We're doing something, right? Whatever. then he's like, hey, could we run across the street through downtown, through the public area with the gun? And this was already bad. This was already enough. And I'm like, I'm quick, like I'm so tired. I really wasn't thinking. Okay. And not that I'm, like my level of intelligence, it's probably, I don't know, a billion, but usually I would like to think I would think to not do it, but I didn't. And I'm going to blame that on the sleep. So I take the gun and I run the thing. I'm like, whoa, that was bad. And you see people looking at you. You see like a little bit of unrest. He's running the gun. And I'm trying to like wave off, hey, no. It's fine. Just a freak. And you don't wave a gun around. I'm also wearing a black ski mask and all black at the time, running through downtown Cleveland with a gun. So we finished doing that. And we're like, maybe that was a bad idea. And I was like, oh, how didn't that? I'm supposed to be a freaking genius. How did that not, right? How can that didn't pop up in my head earlier? So then we're still filming and all of the city starts swarming with cops. There's like 5 to 10 different police vehicles running through the street. They're knocking on doors. People are coming out talking to them. I have already changed outfits at this point. We're doing a different scene. And I'm like, holy crap, I don't come down to downtown Cleveland often. This place is dangerous. This is not okay. So we're just like walking around through next to the police. And then I go up to the porta potty on a roof. It doesn't matter. But then I hear the rest of the little crew. They get ambushed by police. 2 cop cars. Step out of the vehicle. Go over there. Keep your hands behind the back. I was like, what's going on right there? Okay. Don't even wash my hands. I'm sorry, but I was a little worried about my crew. So I pop out of, hey, what's going on? They say, get over there. Put your hands out of your pockets. And they shove me like, well, okay. I thought the porta potty was public. I did wash my hands. I was lying, but I didn't know. I didn't know why I was in trouble yet. And then they start talking about the gun. And then they're like, hey man, we've been looking for you. We've got photos of me running through downtown with a gun. Yeah. And it was problematic. It was a problem. So point is that if I don't get this sleep schedule down, all right, I'm going to start committing crimes, and that's not okay. So guys, you gotta get to bed quick as possible. Also, I was going to talk about this a few weeks ago when I was recapping like the best and worst moments of 2025. The one thing I hated more than anything is being late. Okay. And I'm never late. I'm so punctual, dude. I'm you know what? I can't be punctual for my wake up call, but any other thing for other people, bam, I'm there. I think I should just start like pretending I have somewhere to be in the morning. I don't, but I should start pretending. And one of the times we planned, this was last year, I talked about this slightly, but we had a big family get together, family movie night. Or not even movie night, it was movie day. We went to go see Mission Impossible. And I woke up too late. And I woke up and I was sleepy and the melatonin was groggy because it do that. And I had different nightmares and it was probably a different thing falling in the toilet. And they all came true, I'm sure. But I woke up to tons of calls and texts from my family. Where are you? Are you coming to the movie? We got your ticket. Are you about to be here? The previews are starting. The theater's about 30 minutes away. I woke up so sad and angry and upset, and that's when I vowed, okay, to never have a bad sleep schedule ever again. Turn the volume down, not turn the volume up, because I don't know how I'm going to get your mouth shut now. Sorry, slipped into a little bit of a Eminem impression. I'm working on it right now. You could order to go to McDonald's, but looking to get a porter ass, you better get revival, but you're acting like I tried to serve you a paslada. Maybe the vocal should have been auto-tuning you. What about? Okay. I had to get that on my system, but I vowed then and there that I would never have a bad sleep schedule again. That was over a year ago. Blew it. But I was so bummed, dude. Nothing hurts my soul more than missing family time. I will say that I did make it on time. Like I was like, I'm not coming. I blew it. I'm not. What can I do? And they're like, yeah, just come. You miss it. We'll recap it. So then I felt inspired and I pirated the first 30 minutes while driving down the highway at fast speeds watching the movie. Previews were so long that I actually got there beforehand. But anyways, it just hurt me to the soul, and that stuck with me all year. All right. And I've been trying to realize that vow to never let it happen again. And then it happened again, all right? Last weekend, we organized a nice brotherly golf outing. They're talking about high noon. Tristan, can you be there by high noon? Are you sure you're going to wake up by noon? And they're very condescending, which is unfortunately the truth, so it's not necessarily condescending. It's just a genuine question at that point. You know how hard that hurts when somebody's insulting you and they're using an insulting tone and you have nothing you can say because it's all factual, all right? Tristan, oh, you look like you dropped your clothes in the toilet. I'm like, you know, what do you say to that? It's the truth. God, I'm going to start flushing faster. So, anyways, we had a golf outing. I woke up and they're like, where are you? We're already golfing. What's the situation? We're all so hype. And I was so bummed. I was like, I'm not coming. I blew it. And then again, they're like, all right, just get here. We'll join like on hole 9. And I couldn't pirate the golf course, but I flew. Okay, I flew down the highway half asleep, freaking groggy from the melatonin. And luckily, I caught up to them. They had only finished 2 holes because they were so behind everybody else. I did also, you know what? This is just the beauty and everything sort of working out for me. When I got onto the course, it was nice because I was not thinking again. Decision making was low, but it's like $40 to $60 to play the 18. And I just ran onto the course and just started play. I got there, played the whole thing with them. I didn't pay a dime. Okay, so I committed another crime, but you know what? It paid off for me. So you know what? There's push and pull, there's give and take. If you're gonna avoid sleep, just know that you might, have the cops on you. You might get a free round of golf. So the more I talk about it, there's pluses and minuses, really. Let me get you another quick little negative. What's going on in my life at the moment is that one little sports section, the Cavs are up 3-2 in the series against the Raptors. That's dope. That's amazing. The only reason they were able to accomplish this feat, okay, is because the series was looking bad, right? The Cavs, they've been on a slow, awful momentum lately. And then halfway through the game, I made a vow to the Lord, all right? I said, God, if you help the Cavs win this game, I will not DoorDash for 2 weeks. Whew. And this took a lot for me. I don't even know where this came from, but my soul just thought, what is the most valuable thing I have in my life to offer? The most freaking hard, deeply built-in addiction that I feel like I need. God, I will offer it up to you. And I gave away my DoorDash ability, and then all of a sudden the Cavs just became a Cavalanche, dude. They became unstoppable. I mean, if it was a little touch and go, and they just demolished them, and they won, and now I can't DoorDash for 2 weeks, so I'm famished, I'm starving, I feel like I'm withering away, I can feel my bones. It's terrible, dude. What do I do? I don't know how to make food. I do, but I don't wanna. So here I am, man. I miss, dude. I'm meant to be a cheap and greasy guy, dude. All right. I'm an artist with the amount of greasy food that I have and the way that I operate on DoorDash. All right. I'm a greasy artist, fat artist, a fartist. They call me Slob Ross. But I told myself I won't ever DoorDash again unless I wanted to. And it turns out I want to a lot. So it's a problem. If only I could talk to God directly and get an answer. Be like, so what could we negotiate on the time frame? Like maybe I jumped the gun a little bit, like, can I get like a little bit of a rebate, a refund? Like, do I got to pay full price on that? Or was the coupon because they didn't like stomp them out? And I don't know if they're going to win the series either. So could I just get something? So I don't know. I got to get deep into the tabernacle. I guess actually, little news update. You can talk to Jesus, the AI edition. This is really gross, actually. They came out with a little chat GPT. It's just the little characters they do, but they're doing AI Jesus. For $2, you can talk to Jesus. It's so gross. It's so disturbing. It's a problem. What are we talking about, guys? I have so much beef with AI. I have so much beef with Siri, okay? Look, if I can make this freaking thing turn on my bathroom lamp, I don't think that's going to be the way, the truth, and the life. Okay, I mean, light a lamp, light a lamp unto my. I don't remember the scripture. It's light a lamp unto my feet, light a flame. There's so many iterations. Okay, all right, and that's just look. I'm not God, nor should I be in control of it, nor should I be profiting off of the freaking Bible. The Bible's free, dude, and I got to pay $2 just to tell me what to do, calculator. Guys, it's gross. It's gross. All right, you've already lost. I'm just saying that right now. If you're gonna pay $2 to talk to God, you blow it. You blow it. But all the people I know, a big thing in the news right now is I keep seeing by the Christian community, they always go, "Is Trump the Antichrist? Is Trump the Antichrist?" Which one? We've heard about this before. Is that people think that I am. Mostly me. I just worry about it because of my perfections and the way that people talk about me. He's a silver-tongued devil, he's such a smooth talker, and, because they build up, and again, in Revelations, it's a whole thing, but it's my problem. It's my cross to bear. But everyone talks about the whole thing of Trump being the Antichrist, and I don't buy it. I don't believe it, okay? Because, look, yes, is he he's a problematic, divisive guy? Sure. But that's not what the Antichrist is. I don't think the Antichrist would be so ridiculous. The Antichrist is supposed to swoon everybody. Everyone goes, whoa! He has a little bit of red in his beard, but he makes it work. All right? Trump's not doing that. Anything Trump does, he has immediate backlash. That's not Antichrist behavior. That's just silly. That's just a nuisance. That's annoying. Okay? And there's going to be annoying people. But to all the Christians out there, have no fear. All right? I don't think that's the guy. That would be really upsetting if that was the guy, because then people would be like, "He's it. I saw it." Trump would declare that he is the Antichrist because he would want to be. He would want to have that notoriety, and that's not an Antichrist move. The Antichrist, I guess, technically on paper, is a bit of a great guy. You just don't know it yet, and nobody will know it. So when the world starts, the whole entire world, when we're all like, "Hey, dude, Trump is kind of not just a good president, he's a perfect human being," and then we'll be like, "I don't know what to do. Girlfriend's so great. Yes, pay $2. Talk to me. I'll tell you what to do." And then we'll be in trouble. But until then, guys, I still can't DoorDash. Sorry, I know this whole episode's all over the place, but what was I going to say? We're still in the sports section talking about the Cavs. Actually, real quick about the Browns, and this is just a gripe. This isn't funny either, but the Browns are building that new stadium. They want to say that they want to host a Super Bowl, which is really ridiculous for a team that's never even been in one, let alone won one. It's like, we gotta have the biggest game of the year here. And it's annoying. It's so lame. Focus on the team, guys. All right. I mean, that's like trying to focus on the right plate you have when you're just eating cereal. Look at the fine china. It's like, dude, you can't even make Lucky Charms right. All right. This is no good. This is no bueno. They're also talking about bringing the draft back. I mean, I'd be in favor of it. Don't get me wrong. But then they're also trying to make an extra 30,000 hotel rooms just for one game. Just for a game that Cleveland's not even going to go to, the team or the people. No one's going to see that happen. And my biggest issue, okay, just to full circus and full circle this thing back to years ago, you can find clips of me complaining about the Deshaun Watson trade. Why are we going back to Deshaun Watson? All right? All the little reviews after minicamp is, has Deshaun Watson pulling the lead? Has Deshaun Watson take it? I don't like it. I don't care for it. And just let Shedeur Sanders have the ball. Let Shedeur play his season, okay? Whatever happens, happens. But Deshaun Watson should never take another snap. Unless they're talking it up for trade aspects, then boom, bang, 4D chess. I will celebrate you. You know what? You're the greatest, all right? I won't pay $2, all right? You're not ChatGPT Jesus level, but I will be like, hey, Andrew Berry, nice job. But it bothers me, dude. It bothers me. I can't wait to get rid of this guy. He's not the Antichrist either, because everyone's going, but he's just, sometimes there's just bad people. You know what? Not every bad guy is the Antichrist, all right? Again, he's a good guy on paper. But it's silly nonsense. But freaking Browns. They're going to choke. Speaking of choking, by the way, I live with a dangerous fear, man. A dangerous fear. And this is one of my my biggest issues with this new DoorDashing issue, this lack of DoorDashing issue that I have. It's only been 24 hours. I'm going through withdrawal. I've got hives. Is I have such a big fear of choking ever since I've been living alone, because I don't chew my food all the time. Okay, as because I'm so excited to eat, man. Oh my gosh, do I love food. But I tend to just straight like a snake, just, and I'm so scared of choking because no one will be there for me, and that's always been present. That's always been a problem. I go through different waves. Like right now, I'm at a point where, especially because I've been eating a little healthier, because I haven't been able to DoorDash for the past 24 hours, I've been eating healthier. Just had a bunch of garlic bread and lemon cake pops. But I my biggest fear is not only choking, but choking on healthy food. All right, because that feels like the worst way to go out. Like if you're gonna die, one, that's such a sucky way to go. But two, the last thing you take, like imagine dying on a carrot, dying on a piece of broccoli. You know what? If something's going to be lodged in me, if I'm going to be dying, stuck with the flavor, like the flavor just keep going, again, have some more. I would rather, just imagine just a nice freaking tiramisu chocolate lava cake, and my body's like, we refuse to let this go either way. We just want to keep on tasting it forever. And that's how you die? Sucks, yeah. But at least you're like, well, you know what? My last memories on Earth, not too bad. By the way, Jesus, they're doing a whole little gross ChatGPT thing down there. It's $2. You might want to take care of that. You might want to send the real Antichrist soon. Wrap this whole thing up. But two, like if I gotta die on a carrot, I mean, you're like, like one, I can't breathe. You're like, this is so gross. I was trying to do the right thing, and now I'm being punished for it. I'm gonna die. And I'm so scared of it, man. I'm so scared of it. So I'm in a good streak right now. I'm chewing everything freaking a million, billion, bajillion times. Okay, I'm chewing liquids, man. You'll find me chewing my milk, and there's no cottage cheese in that. I mean, there's no milk pulp, nothing. I'm making sure it's all going down. Okay, I'm not even having ice cubes with my water. Look at this, right there. That is purified drinking water, great value addition, neat. Walmart's not a sponsor, but if anyone is working with Walmart, don't forget that I did the voiceover for the training videos. So if you hear a sweet guy probably burping in the background because he was able to DoorDash back then, that's me. But yeah, guys, I'm just so scared. I'm so scared because who will save me? Who will save me if you choke alone? Like, you can't yell. Nothing. I gotta open all the windows. Oh, all right. I've already waved a gun downtown, and all people did was call the cops, and they took that long to even find out it was me. And I wasn't even trying to hide. And I wasn't even that fast. I was on no sleep, all right? So clearly, they got to, shape that up, Cleveland. I mean, if that was a real gun, I could have easily gotten away. But I need people to help me. I can't get people to help me. No one's helping people anymore these days. Maybe everybody's the Antichrist. Whew, dude, everything's so poetic. But I can't even, here's another point, dude. I can't even get a bless you, dude. I can't even get somebody to say bless you. I was out on a walk yesterday, and I happened to sneeze. I have no allergies. Again, super tough. But I sneeze, and this older guy looks right at me, and I look at him. And I wait, the thing where you're just like, I would like to keep on walking. I'd like to keep continuing with my quest, my adventure. But I stare at this guy and I go, give it. It's like somebody holding the food. I just ordered a freaking sweet DBCB from McDonald's. Give me the double cheeseburger. Hand it over. I'm like, that's mine. Give me the blessing. Homeboy keeps walking. So I go around the lap again, and we cross paths, and I see him, and I go, and I do a fake sneeze because I'm trying to get a blessing out of him because I got nothing else to do. It's the reason my sleep schedule is bad, is because there's not necessarily a time, a restrictive time for me to be doing anything. So I'm just having fun. So I'm walking around, and I'm trying to get a bless you out of this guy. I've got a target. I've got a mission, and guy still gives me nothing. He does look up from his phone. He goes, oh, jeez. Because I made a pretty big dang show of it. And I was bummed out. And I thought, if I see this guy again, I'm going to get a bless you. Okay, I will do whatever it takes. And I had one more lap. So we crossed paths again, and it's right near a crowd of people, too. And I thought, surely, he'll want to be the good guy. And like the whole crowd is going, yes, oh, you poor sweet boy, because I just shaved. And I walk by him, and I go, and I sneeze so obnoxiously loud. Okay, and I covered, but I sneezed so loud, and then I looked him in the eyes, and I said, bless you. Just trying to drive the point in case those words weren't forming in his mind. I went, bless you. I slipped it. Oh, are you okay? It was so insane and bizarre. I thought surely I would get, if it was going to get a bless you or just do you have a problem? What's your deal? Cover up harder. Don't sneeze so loud. There's germs. There's people, like anything. I would even take an angry reaction. He looks dead at me in the eye, and he keeps moving. And there's 3 ladies off to the side. So as I do it, I look at them too when I say bless you, and I look at them, and they're in the middle of a conversation, and they go, yeah, I know the dog, you know, because it was so loud. It like scared them. I felt bad. But then they both went, oh, I'm so sorry, bless you. And I got it! Not from my target, but I did get a fake blessing, and I cannot complain, so hopefully that blessing takes me far. I'm so excited to have it. So I've just been going through a little bit of a sneezing chronicle at the moment, and that's really what my life's been up to, dude. It's a thing, dude. What a crazy, just jet-setting life I lead. Wow, it's amazing. I live on the edge, and I won't try to hide that. I won't try to sugarcoat that. I'm a pretty wild and reckless individual. Speaking of wild and reckless things to do, just out of curiosity before we wrap this up, has anyone ever changed their entire outfit while driving? Because I did, and it was scary. All right, you know when you sneeze while driving, you're like, holy crap, the freaking blink of an eye. I didn't see where I was going there for a moment. Trying to take off a hoodie and a shirt and your pants and putting on a new pair of pants, shirt, hoodie. I had been somewhere. All my clothes were sweaty. I was in a rush. I was going somewhere else. I'd spent too much of my day trying to get fake sneezes from people and fake blessings. So I was in a rush, and I was changing my clothes while driving. And it was insanely impossible and difficult because, one, it was kind of like stop and go, like bumper to bumper traffic, but I was getting dangerously close. It wasn't a long drive to the point where I got to. And I wish I didn't start with the shirt first, but I did. So then I'm doing pants, and it's so hard to get jeans on while hitting gas and brake because I'm trying to put freaking my foot through a hole in my toe. Oh, no, you know. So I'm driving with 2 feet and switching across. You know, this is reckless behavior, okay? And I would just like to say that I had a full night's rest, okay? But I'm also just a bit of a problem. So I'm driving. I'm trying to use cruise control as I can, but, you know, it's difficult. And I was probably about like a minute away at this point. And I was like, well, what's going to happen if I can't get my pants on? And I like pull up and they're waiting. Hey, Tristan, how you going? And I step out of the car with no pants on. And they're like, where were you? What's the deal? How does that happen? All right. It's not warm out. Why don't you have pants on? What if I got pulled over? It's like, where did you come from? Where are you going? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I couldn't get my pants on while driving. And you go, oh, you know, it wasn't on the driving exam. No one ever said you couldn't, but I just feel like you probably shouldn't. And it was embarrassing. So there was a moment, though, where I got stopped. I didn't get stopped, but I was stopped at a red light, and I was in a car. So, you know, there's a bit of people can kind of view in, and I'm just like freaking throwing stuff. Like, don't like, I'm not, you know, I probably have, maybe they're short. We have no idea. And then they have no shirt on too, dude. Just sitting there, all right? It's just as cheap and greasy as possible. Just at a stop, just with the lights of the traffic just flowing into your car, and you're like, yep. That's me. You're probably wondering how I got here. Just butt naked, I'm not, but in my car, just so gross, and trying to, hey, quick change, like it's theater. I should just stop somewhere, okay? I could have went into a McDonald's. I could have went anywhere. I could have pulled over, and all those thoughts crossed my mind, but at the same time I went, what if I didn't? What if I got this thing done? It's because I can't be late, guys. I'm too freaking punctual. I wouldn't let it happen. It was interesting. It's my problem. Is there anything else that happened? Not necessarily. I went to a murder mystery thing last weekend. That was pretty interesting. It was great. Great round of people. A lot of laughs. A super cool blast. But I will say, very difficult for me. One, because I was the only one who didn't know how to play. But two, I'm such a terrible liar, dude. I'm so bad at lying. It's like my one fault, okay? If there's one thing, one red flag about me is that I can't lie. I can't do it, all right? I'm so honest. When I walk into a room, Pinocchio's nose gets smaller, okay? I'm the truth, all right? Honest Tristan. That's what they call me. And I can't lie. And you know what? If that makes me a bad person, then so be it, all right? But I don't really, if it makes me a good, like he's a good person, I don't know. Maybe I'm being humble, but that's just probably my second biggest fault, is that I can't ever really own up to how great and perfect I am. So it's a thing. But it was tough because I just genuinely, one, I didn't know how to play, so it's hard to like lie without knowing the rules, because you're like, I didn't have to. Luckily, I didn't have to be the bad guy, but I wouldn't have been able to, because you don't know what the rules are. You're like, what will I? Hey, by the way, if just on the off chance, if I was, let's say if I was the bad guy, what would I do right here? You would, okay. Killed, dead. So it was cool. I had a lot of fun. But I got to get better at lying. I really do, because right now, again, these whole Antichrist allegations are out of control. The whole freaking perfect on paper thing is coming, pretty scary. So we'll see what happens. Is there anything else that happened in the news outside of me being bummed by the Browns? Not necessarily. Movie talk. Project Hail Mary got re-released in theaters. That's pretty exciting. Movie's still good. I love a good original movie, original tale. I mean, it was based on a book, but still, the point stands. Hail Mary, full of grace. The guy's name is Grace in the movie. There was a cool, I like this by production. Instead of just trying to make a quick buck, where they could have, everybody wanted a specific sweater in the movie, and I was like, "How we gotta get the guy's sweater. Sell the sweater, please take our money." And instead of doing that, which, you know what, I like it again, because the world tends to run on cash. Some people are willing to make $2 Jesus. I don't want, if you're gonna pay for Jesus, why would I pay for budget Jesus? You know, I would rather pay for a $200. Like, you know what? Now that's an expensive. I'm getting a high quality premium Jesus. I don't want to be getting a blessing from AI God, and then I got to get ads in the middle of it. That sucks. Our Father who art in liberty, liberty, liberty. Right? I'm like, oh wait, what happened? Is that part of it? God, can I rewind? So, anyways, point is, everything runs on money, and instead of selling it, they're like, hey, by the way, you are now able to get the sweater, and they send in a link to a knitting set. It's a kit. Now you like, hey, if you want this, the potential to have this sweater is there if you make it yourself, which is really, really dope. And I was stoked for that, because one, it's not that greedy. All right. And it's silly and it's fun. And that movie, everything surrounding it, just keeps on making me happier. Speaking of movie leaks, by the way, the Avatar movie has been, this happened like a week or two ago plus at this point. But I was seeing if anything was going to happen. But the Avatar movie's been completely leaked online. I believe it started with just a couple clips by some hackers, and I think they were going to hold it for ransom, and then Paramount and Nickelodeon were like, do it, you won't, and like, we will, and then they did. So now the whole movie has been uploaded online, 4K, fully edited, full voiceovers, all of it, and I don't know any time in history something like that has happened with like a big film. To the point, the concept art just came out for the movie. There hasn't even been a trailer released for it. it's a pretty nightmare situation, and yet no one said a thing about it. So we'll see. I haven't seen it yet. Well, I don't know. I feel bad because, well, one, it was supposed to be a theatrical film. It was supposed to be released in theaters, and how cool, not only for people who got the roles in it. I know there's, discourse with the voice actors and such, but anyone who worked on it, the voiceovers, the composers, the writers, all the animators. I mean, you spend years working on something. I'm working on a movie that's going to be in theaters. My name's going to be in, you know how cool that is? My name is going to be in a movie theater through the credits. That's awesome. And then they go, you know what, actually, we're going to put it on Paramount Plus, $3. And it just kind of ruins the event of it all. And because they kind of put it in their server, I guess, they were able to freaking yoink it out of there. But anyways, incredibly insane. But we need more Avatar. We really do. He's so cool. You know what? Speaking about the gingers, there's a lot of J4Gs, but you know what? There is a lot of J4Bs. I will say that. The bald-headeds, Aang did a lot of work, I think, for the bald-headed community. I think a lot of the bald-heads were like, you know what? This sucks. I don't have hair. And then you see somebody freaking airbending. You're like, you know what? There's hope. Okay? I don't know if there's ever been a ginger bender. Are you ginger bending right now? But it's just a problematic situation all around. So hopefully they get that sorted. But you know what? If worst comes to worst, they just got to release the movie outright. So there's more bald justice for balds. But again, if anything, we need more J's for B's. That's really the moral of the whole story that I've been talking about right now. Is just to get to the bottom of this ginger nonsense, okay? It is a red-hot story with red-hot hair. Guys, I think that's pretty much all I have to talk about. Was it anything important? Not necessarily. Was it coherent? I don't know. But you know what? I'm on the craziest little bit of melatonin, magnesium, elderberry concoction. I don't know if I'm necessarily all there. So I might commit a crime. I might steal. I might hop onto the golf course. What else would I do? I might sneeze on some people, or I might drive with no pants. There's a lot of things. There's a lot of things you can do without sleeping on interesting sleeping concoctions. But you know what? That's just me, and I'm reckless to the bone. So I'll see you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. Sorry if it's a bit of a longer one. I don't mean to do that, but you know what? My decision-making is lackluster, so I always tend to stay a little bit longer. Because I have fun with you guys. And you know what? I love you to itty-bitty pieces. You're still the best out there. My energy level's been at about a 3, but I hope you enjoyed it nevertheless. And I will see you guys in the next one. I got to edit this in about 5 seconds. It's got to go up quick. All right, babe.